Hey, welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one here is for The Office, Season 5, Episode number 22. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to keep telling all of their friends that we're doing it for the algorithm. Thank you.
Alright, a couple comments from the last episode from KR89 who says, Michael thinks Ryan is just as hot as Jan, but in a different way. So, he will overlook any mistakes Ryan does to make sure they stay best friends. He just wants to be around Ryan. To me, Ryan is just every guy who thinks he's too cool and wants everyone to know it. Yep. And he plays the character well. Maybe he was cool in high school, but now he's just a hot, sexy temp, former bowling alley employee.
100%.
Alright, Kevin says, with all his flaws, Michael is a really good salesman and knows people really well. Yeah, that's my favorite.
I give him that.
That's literally my favorite way they've written his character, is that he does have the one thing where he shows out, and that's at the job that he loves the most.
So he turns it on.
I mean, at sales, because he's not a great manager.
But
at sales,
he turned it on. He did
Michelle says, love the cheese ball toss opening. So hilarious. And awesome seeing the Michael Scott team bonding so much and even dancing together. And then last comments from E, who says, I think of this particular storyline, Michael Scott Paper. This is my favorite of those episodes. I agree. It's also really nice to see Michael in his element. Great reaction. Yeah, it is. It's great to see him getting a W for what he does best. So,
finally.
Good job, Michael. All right, let's get to the next episode.
Good morning. Do you know where your kids are? If you are Ryan's parents or...
Approve a temporary price reduction for returning customers.
Stupid. Yeah, it makes us look weak.
I agree.
I say we fill Michael's office with bees. My apiarist does me a favor.
This is what we want. Our balls are in your court.
Our balls are in your court. Deal.
Okay. Deal. Okay?
Check it out.
Can we leave the room, please?
Yeah. Let me just...
Is Charles fired, though?
Charles gonna get fired. Let's go ahead and hit that one.
Hey, but everyone can hear him. So whatever they're gonna do, we're gonna...
Oh my God. Yes. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Hey, I'm talking. There are certain
Good job, Michael.
In a person's life. The day he's born, the day he grows hair, the day he starts a business, and the day he sells that business back to Dunder Mifflin. What have I learned from all of this?
I'm good.
It is far too early to tell. I just know that I am flying high, and I don't even want to think about it. I just want to enjoy it.
Hey, guys.
No, you're done.
No. This guy.
Hey, that was a great...
Yeah.
That was well done. I enjoy that.
He's back. Alright, that was episode 22. Gotta give it up for Michael Scott and the Michael Scott Paper Company crew. Came back through. Michael pulled it out. He surprised me. I thought he was going to embarrass everybody. I thought he was going to just F it up. But no, he came through and did it. He did it all, man. And it made me so proud that he didn't F it up, that I was just like, you go ahead, boy. You get whatever you about to do right now. $60,000, and Ryan thought he was about to take all of it. It's hilarious. Ryan was hilarious in this episode, though, as I undoubtedly know he is going to continue to be.
Now they made it
Now that they're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he threw the fire. 100% he gonna be more cocky now when he get back. So then you got Pam over here who's not gonna be a receptionist. She gonna be in the sales department with her husband. Great. Can't wait to see how that works out. Are we gonna keep the same receptionist we got, Miss Kimmy Schmidt? We'll see if that happens. What's gonna happen with who's the one that just left, Idris?
I think he's done.
I think he's definitely going to be
I don't
done.
think there's even anything that's going to happen there.
Nope. And look at Michael, still so humble. He could ask for anything right there. What did he ask for? Just give me my old manager job back of this office so I could just be with my friends and my family over here at this same building. And I thought it was wonderfully done, masterfully done. And, you know, for all the shit I talk about Michael, he come through when he need to come through sometimes. Sometimes. And so he's more lovable to keep around than not. So I would hang around with him, you know what I mean? But I would be the one that would have to put my foot in his ass if I need to put my foot in his ass. Like I know Pam would have probably had to do if he would have fucked that whole thing up right there. So I'm glad it didn't, and it worked out great, and I'm glad to see him back in the office, and can't wait to see where we go from here.
So I was struggling, honestly, at the end of this to, like, figure out who I was going to get the MVP award, because I feel like Jim played a huge part in diffusing the possibility of all of this being taken off the table by going in and recognizing that Charles hates Jim. All he has to do is continue to create the not the insecurities, but showcase that Dwight is a little bit off his rocker in some cases, and because Charles was already thinking that, and he's already going to disregard anything that Jim says. So he played his hand so beautifully in that just one interaction, so Charles wouldn't believe anything Dwight said. It was masterful what Jim did in that moment. So well executed. I also love the moment with the Michael Scott team as far as them all talking about their sad stories. I thought that was really great. Ryan killed it this episode.
Yeah.
Ryan is just, I am very excited about the prospect of his continuing. I can't stand the kid. I honestly can't. He's such a douche.
Yeah, he's a show-off.
He's like next level. He's like douche
cocky
mastery.
show-off,
Like he's a professional douche. But I love the fact that he's going to be interwoven back into the squad too. I can't wait to see like how are they going to develop Ryan's character anymore from like this state? Like, can it go further? I don't know, but I'm here for all of it. But yes, MVP 1,000% goes to Michael Scott, who still said the company was broke, but the way he was able to articulate it and bring back the value, which he 1,000% believes, and that's why he needs a job in Dunder Mifflin, because he can't handle the finances. He needs all that to be taken care of, so all he has to do is run this office and do sales, because he can't handle all the rest. Was so brilliant and so smart and just so well written. I love Pam's face especially when he comes through as far as even getting the $60,000 when that first moment happened. And then the fact that it was Michael though that like recognized he can't run a business, he don't know what the fuck he's doing, that he's the one that ultimately was like, no, we can't take that. Even though he was speechless, he couldn't even like speak about it.
Yeah.
The fact that he was the one though that was like, we need jobs. That's where our security is. I just feel like speaks so much more to his character too, because that wasn't something I was expecting at all.
I thought he would probably only ask for his job back.
Yeah, and the fact that
he didn't.
I loved how he was like, no, I wasn't even thinking about putting Pam as secretary. I'm putting Pam in sales. It was just very well done. It was so well done.
That's growth.
That is growth. I loved everything about this episode. I loved everything about this whole plot device as far as him going off to start. It's one of my favorite, I don't know what you call this, favorite like plots, I guess, in this show so far, because I thought it was executed so well. Everything they were able to integrate as far as how we got there, as far as what happened while we were there, and the fact that, and how we got back to him being at Dunder Mifflin, I just thought it's one of my favorite things. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
But that's done now. Obviously, that's behind us, but where do we go from here? I can't wait to find out, so looking forward to the next episode.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for The Office Season 5, Episode 22. And until next time, people,